No, it's not. Oh, hey, there it is. Hey, guys, Janitor here.
And Laureate!
We're here to bring you Doki Doki Literature Club again. So far, nothing's happening, and I am getting impatient.
Impatient. Let's go! So in the previous video, we chose Sayuri.
Well, we aren't technically choosing right now. We're just showing our poems, right? Unless that has some points.
Okay, let's proceed to the game.
Okay, so what made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then?
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it up in mind. Keep it up.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet!
Whoa!
Deep word. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your hand, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Charuru. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Okay, who's gonna read the poem? Maybe you wanna read this one?
Okay. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row.
My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door.
Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. They come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends. My friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo. How many echoes was that? Inside my head. Okay, that was a good poem, I guess. Okay, I'll play for Jaruru. Holy crap!
Jaruru, not Jaruru.
Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this from you. Monika taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that.
What happened?
Jaruru is shocked that Sayori wrote the poem. Like he didn't expect it to be like that. And then she said she learned it a lot from Monika, blah blah blah.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. Point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. I'm sorry, guys. I feel gassy. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better.
My phone is at 5% battery!
Ugh, I know that feeling.
Okay, you do that. I go do this phone.
Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself.
I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay. Break. Wait. Un momento, amigos.
Who should I show my poem next? Monika, Yuri, Natsuki. Who do you pick?
Anyone's fine, really.
You gotta choose one.
Monika?
Monika it is.
To uninstall some apps.
Oh, should I voice Monika or?
Oh yeah, that's. Hold on.
Sorry guys, Jerry is doing something.
Yes, because I'm downloading an app which contains a game. It's a game actually.
Is almost full.
I should really delete some stuff like Google Maps or something. Clear data. Uninstall updates. Inhale, exhale. Okay. Hi again, Jadidu. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You'll never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monika. Alright. I like it, Jadulu. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh jeez. No, no. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. She's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Stein, sorry. Eh? Maybe a long time ago? He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes, they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. We didn't get the meaning of the poem a while ago. We forgot to interpret Sayone's poem.
Bottles. Happy. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless, how do you pronounce this? Cacophony? I'm sorry, English is not my native language.
Technically my native, not really native, but I'm kind of good with it. But this is a new word.
Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Oh my! Right! Triangle!
Cosine, tangent.
Triangle! Let's just skip that.
Other one, CSC. Cosecant, secant, and what was the other one?
Secret, I don't want to.
Cotangent.
Why did you even
Student.
mention like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless? Oh, should we interpret this? Load me. Load. Do you mean like literally load her when you
What?
load her
Save me.
load me? Maybe that's the one she said that she's like at the end, like when you save her you can load her, right? When you save a game you can load the game, right?
This is too meta, guys. I what? Okay, interpret the poem. The one I think Sayori's poem was like, it's like people try to take, people go to you, be your friend, and they be your friend because they want to take your happiness away from you? Question mark.
Well, you could interpret the poem again if you go back to the video, rewind the video.
No, okay, let's this one first. So, how do you interpret this?
Maybe it reminds me of a game. Colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. Then, meaningless noise. What noise? Violent, squeaking, screeching. It's like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless.
What do you say?
There has to be a meaning behind these indentions, right? That's what my teachers taught me. Like everything from spacing, everything has a meaning.
I don't want to think. Let's skip. Just kidding.
So, colors, RGB. Okay. In the context of save me and load me, I'm assuming this is something about a computer. RGB, that should be the normal computer colors. Like if you open Paint, there's like RGB, that color palette where you select and stuff.
What's that so funny? Let's search it in the dictionary.
Cacophony. I don't know how it's pronounced.
Wait, let me open.
The noise, I just don't get it because sine, cosine, tangent is like, that's triangle. That's not noise.
Spelling.
Cacophony.
I don't have.
No much found. Find it on the internet. A dictionary that doesn't have that word. Probably yes. My app.
Cacophony, a harsh, discordant mixture of sounds. Oh, how do you pronounce it? Cacophony.
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 Cacophony, guys. That's
Like-
how you pronounce it.
Cacophony.
Of course, find the speaker first. Where's the speaker?
Here. Cacophony.
Okay, if you ever heard that, it's cacophony. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Noise at one stop, violent grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Oh. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. You know that when you like do your nails on the chalkboard? Probably like this. Yo, load me. I think that's how it's interpreted.
Should I proceed to the game? Yeah.
So, ouch. Save her from these bad things? Question mark. Save her from the computer? Question mark.
Maybe save her from the thing.
Save her from the computer and load her? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. And sorry if you don't like it. Is the door open?
No, it's closed.
No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. Ah, I learned that in school! It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. Ah.
But I was
Wow. It makes you like you're trying to speak through the noise. That's why they're spaced so irregularly. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game.
Is she breaking the fourth wall or?
Save. Maybe I should have saved like when there was that poem. You never know when you might change your mind or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about?
That's tip for games.
That's my advice to her today. Okay, Monica. That tip felt like that. You know when there's like a loading screen and then there's like, oh, tip of the day. Save your blah blah blah. Save your game, or you can invite friends by using this, or you can open your friend list, or you can open your guild list like this. Thanks for listening.
Natsuki or Yuri? Put your choice on the comments below. Just kidding.
This is not a live stream. Natsuki, let's go with Natsuki.
I think Natsuki is your favorite.
I told you I like Monika more.
So who's your next? Natsuki.
Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me and then back up the poem. By now she must have read it more than once.
Aren't you supposed to be bad at this?
Is that a compliment?
No, I mean, you know.
Natsuki struggles to find the word she wants.
I just expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday.
Come on, cut me some slack.
That's all.
I'm hurt. Well, I guess I just got lucky with this one.
Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know.
Stop Snapchatting.
Follow my Snapchat. Just kidding. No. Okay, don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write poems this cute. I mean well written. No, I mean.
So that's how it is. My poem is cute.
No. Why are you smiling? It's not like I like the cute things.
Natsuki shoves my poem back towards me. And my phone died. Great!
Reading it again? I decided that it's not so great after all.
I'm gonna go get a power bank. Be right back.
I'll voice for Jaruru while she's... Yeah, Jaruru. It's too cute and doki doki. It would only impress, you know, girls who like those kinds of things. For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your taste, you'll probably like it a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is.
Probably not you.
Wow, the handwriting. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Okay. Ickly, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up, took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has the other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Well, that's really mean. I mean, like, instead of spiders, I think it's, in other words, it's like anime or manga, right? Based on the what happened earlier, like she's not too confident to share her hobbies, right? It's like, well, with Amy, she likes spiders, and then yeah. What's your reaction?
First of all, that's so mean. Like you're just not friends with someone just because of one thing. Like, come on. She has like a great personality, I assume, because she helped you and get you to the nurse. Like, come on. Like, this is such. I can this kind of person, the one that wrote this, no, not Natsuki, like the I guess this is what you call the persona?
Persona of the character?
No, the persona of the poem, right?
I don't know. Wait.
Persona is the one speaking to you. Like the one that's writing the poem, not the actual real life writer or whatever, but it's more like, for example, this should be a person that doesn't like Amy. That's the persona. Persona is mean, okay? The persona is mean. That's what I'm trying to say here. My storage is so full. Other than that, I don't think I have any interpretation because it's quite direct. Suki kirai.
Okay. Guess that song, guys. Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. Analogies, I'm sorry. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Ignorant jerk. Do you know
People like that?
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... See? That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy?
Here. I agree 100%.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. The truth.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. I feel so gassy I can't even... Okay.
Drink some water.
Then later on I might pee.
Then go pee. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Jaru. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry too much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the
Scuttering? Yeah.
scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed well will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its face and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal.
You think the animal is the shredder?
No. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic pavilion conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. What?
We're talking about the raccoon, then you slice the bread.
Are you okay? Probably not.
A rush of blood? You think she killed the raccoon?
I don't think it's that morbid. Huh.
What does this mean?
I Huh. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. So, in the end, you just took your own curiosity? Strange tendencies. As an unordinary human. It's unordinary, not an ordinary. It's an unordinary. What in the world? What kind of human are you?
Unordinary.
The symptom, the knife. The curiosity is the bread. The raccoon was an urge. Symptom of yanderiness?
Maybe. Because she has like a knife, which slice, rush of blood. Yeah, this sounds like a yandere for me.
Okay, conclusion, this is a yandere talking. Probably.
Maybe.
Huh.
Charger is taking a long time to analyze the poem.
My brain is like, what is this?
My brain is tired from taking up chemistry prelims.
I was a little more daring with this one more than yesterday's. I can see that. It It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Huh? Did Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did. Is this something like you have to go in order? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter whether you're into it as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her so that... Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? You don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing!
Performing?
Monika? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Nice.
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago? It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm so sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will help inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right! And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent.
Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice.
I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. At least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright?
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice.
Ahaha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way.
Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. Then she stands up behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monika.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to get a good example, to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I go next.
Wow, Yuri is fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called...
You can do it, Yuri. Oh my gosh, I almost said Sayori.
Great audio quality.
I thought it's the game that is going to have a...
It's not the game, right? This gotta be my speaker, right? Because that would be creepy.
That creeped me out.
It's called After Marriage of a Crimson Eye. after image, Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates it with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem close to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good! Thank you for sharing! Looks like Yuri's down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Middle. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori!
Even Jaruru liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. You don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki? Can you take over? I need water.
Yeah, reading all this convo dialogues is so
Don't make me go before Jaruru. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Jaruru lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called. It's called. Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Me too. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, do it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me feel really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nice so far, so I like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright? Oh, that's Jaruru. I stand up. Same. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monika, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Oh, sorry, it's Jaruru. Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like this. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such... Oh, I didn't... Oh, sorry, I accidentally clicked. It must be a little nice, though. Oh.
Wait, guys, wait.
Okay, guys, I gotta go now.
I guess we'll stop here. So, see you next time. In the next video, probably I'm gonna go solo again. So, bye guys!